Good morning, everyone. It's Robert from On My Turntable. Hope you made a great morning this morning. It is Saturday morning. As always, a coffee kind of morning. Hope everyone's doing well. As promised, I'm here to review 72 Seasons. I kept the hype sticker on this one. 42 years of Metallica in over 77 minutes. It's a long, long album. It says featuring Lux Eterna, Screaming Suicide, and If Darkness Had a Son. Plus many, many more great tracks on this one. I'll just quickly show you. So it slides out like such. Okay, kind of a convoluted. There's a lovely James. Lars. They all look like they're mugshots. Robert. Kurt. Opens up like almost like a takeout Chinese box here with the album inside. And then you don't get to the track listings until one of the inner flaps. So great idea. I mean, if someone was taking this in their vehicle, might be hard to use, but I think it's a cool concept, cool idea, unique. That's the thing I like about it. And again, the lyrics booklet in here. Some amazing stuff. And yeah, so I'm here to talk about the album. We'll keep James on the outside here, and it slides in to like that. Yeah, I thought I'd keep the hype sticker because without the hype sticker, nothing is on the outside of the nothing is on the outside of the cover. But you got here some burnt toys and broken guitars and broken bicycle in the corner. This crib looks like what's the video game? I can't think of it right off the bat now, but. Looks like it's gone through a nuclear holocaust here. And, but yeah. So, just released April 14th, 2023. The 11th studio album released by Blackened Records. The second album to be on Blackened Records, their own label. Produced by Greg Feldman. He's worked with Slayer, Sabbath, Red Hot Chili Peppers, System of a Down, U2, even Johnny Cash. So he's a pretty cool producer. 12 tracks. The shortest being 3 minutes and 26 minutes, and the longest track being 11 minutes and 10. And most of them are between 5 and 7 minutes long. So you get a great mixture of music. And at first listen, 77 minutes, that's a long album, but after a while you don't even notice the length of it. My first listen was, it's a good album, it's good, but it really didn't hit me. Compared to listening to Hardwired to Self-Destruction, their previous album. This is the deluxe version, by the way. This one hit me right off the bat. So I thought, is this a better album than 72 Seasons? But I gave it a bit more. Listen. So I think I've listened about 4 times, maybe 5, on my way to and from work, just to prepare myself for work, to ease my day at the end of work. It started to kick in, and I would say it's just as good. I can't say it's better, just as good as Hardwired. Both are unique albums, but I truly like this one for sure. But I love both, as I said. I think when I first listened to it, again, all the tracks sounded the same. Nothing really stood out. Nothing really jumped out at me. But as I started listening and get into the lyrics and listen to the different parts each of the guys brought to the album. Drums are in your face. The vocals are top notch. James hasn't sounded any better. The bass is great. I wish I could hear more bass. The leads are fantastic. I just wish there wasn't as much wah-wah. I found in first listen the wah-wahs were better on this album. But after listening, um, there's some great dual leads, which I really like. I really appreciate dual leads by both players. James is not only a fantastic singer, he's a pretty damn good guitar player as well. But for guys in their later years, they can still rock it out. They can definitely still rock it out. And it's cool that you see great bands like this putting albums out in this day and age. Bands like Uriah Heep and Deep Purple and Saxon, they're all putting out great albums, and they're still rocking in their late 60s, early 70s. I think these guys, late 50s, if I'm not mistaken. So it starts off with, and again, without the track listings on the album, I'm just going to read them off and try and go through it as quickly as possible. I'm already at 6 minutes here. So starts off with a high driving track, the title track, 72 Seasons. One of the few songs that hit me right from the beginning when I first heard it. And I liked it. I've liked it ever since. Great way to start off the album. Great way. Shadows Follow. Love the drumming in this one. I love how it breaks at the end of each verse. That's a cool thing for sure. Scream Suicide. Another great driving track. Again, more wah-wah, but take the wah-wah out. Great, awesome solo. I love the rhythm of Sleepwalk on my Sleepwalk My Wife Away, and the bass just keeps that rhythm hard edge going. One of my favorites on the album. Sleepwalk My Life Away is a great track. The solo is really good. The flow of the track keeps you going and keeps you engaged. And the dark and edgy You Must Burn, really Sabbath-like. I like that. Again, another favorite off the track. And again, a cool solo off of that one. Lux Eterna, one of the shortest tracks on the album. In Your Face, for sure. Love the lyrics. As James sings, full speed or nothing. It's really cool. Everyone's 110% on that one. Crown of Barbed Wire. It's an okay track. Nothing really stands out for me. I would be okay if it wasn't on the album. Just didn't do anything. Even after a few listens, it didn't really do anything. Chasing Light, another okay track. These are kind of in the middle of the album. I don't like the backing vocals on this one. They're kind of a screaming kind of vocals on that one. Maybe just take Crown of Barbed Wire and Chasing Light off the mix, and it'll be a shorter album and a more tighter album. And then back to form with If Darkness Had a Sun. Wow, it kind of leads you. It anticipates where it's going to go because it's got this build up to it. It's really good. Another favorite. Gritty vocals, awesome lyrics, just remarkable stuff. Too Far Gone reminds me of older Metallica, which is a good thing for sure. Great dual guitars. I love dual guitars on this one, and this one rocks for sure. James' vocals are some of the best on the album. And he asks, "Am I too far gone?" And I love the dual solos as well. Room of Mirrors, decent track, hard driving. The drums are great on this one. Lots of shift changes in this one as well, and more gritty guitar work. And it kind of ends like it just stops, leaving you want more, but it just ends kind of just done. And then it ends with Emeretta, They're in Inamorta, sorry, Inamorta. Another Sabbath intro, the longest track on the album. But you don't realize it's over 11 minutes. You don't realize that. You're involved right from the start in this one. It's got a cool break in the middle after a blistering solo with just nice little break. You hear the cymbals and you hear the bass. You hear Robert on the bass there. And then it builds and builds and builds. And just then there's some awesome dual solos in there as well. One of the top tracks on the album, for sure, for sure. So at first listen, I preferred Hardwired to Self-Destruction over 72 Seasons. But the more I listen, the more I like. I was just listening to it again this morning. Fantastic, fantastic stuff. It's hard to rank albums, but I'm going to give it, because of the 2 or 3 tracks, Crown of Barbed Wire and Chasing Light, I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. If it wasn't for those 2 songs, in my opinion, I mean, people might like these 2 tracks. I'm not sure. They would have maybe ranked it higher, 9.5, maybe 10 out of 10. It's definitely a fantastic, fantastic album. And if I was reviewing Hardwired to Self-Destruction, in my opinion, I'd probably give it the same ranking. Both are awesome. I'm happy to have them both in my collection. But yeah, when you get, where is it here? When you get 72 Seasons, don't just listen to it once. Listen to it over and over again. Read the lyrics. Get into it, because it's fantastic. These guys are some of the best in the industry. It's cool to see them releasing an album. It's a cool design. Fallout, that's what I'm thinking of. Fallout 4, Fallout 3, some of my favorite video games. The front cover there, the everything's destructed. And some amazing, amazing tracks on this one. So there you have it, guys. There's my review of Metallica's 72 Seasons, their latest studio album. And hope you enjoy it. Hope you get the album. Just give it a great, great listen. Don't just listen to it once and put it aside. Get into it, listen to it, live with it for a while, and you really dig it. Anyway, guys, have yourself a great rest of the day. Love you all. We'll talk again soon. Bye now.